Good afternoon. I want to welcome you to Sunday afternoon at Barbara Stamp Pad. Today is November the 14th, 3 p.m. You're welcome. I'm going to tell you, I could not find, I did an update. Hey Jessica. I did an update on my phone 2 days ago. Yesterday, 2 days ago, I don't remember. I was looking for my do not disturb button on my phone, and I don't know where Apple has put it. Hey Stella. So I'm really hoping that there's no phone calls or no text messages that interrupt today's stream. Hi Donna. Hey Terry. So if my stream gets interrupted, it's probably because somebody texted me or is trying to call me, and I'll try to get it to go off the screen, but I can't find my do not disturb button. I don't know where it went. It's probably lost in all of this chaos in my craft room area right now because I'm preparing for a 2-day craft fair next weekend. So, but I still wanted to come on and say hello to everybody. I'm going to be doing a calendar gift project. I've done one before. I think I did one at the very beginning of the year. Jessica says, I'm with you. Yeah, I have no idea. Hi, Cindy. So, I can't really let me show you the paper. I punched out little hearts from one of our scalloped hearts, but this is the designer series paper that we're working with. I usually have bigger pieces, but I was like, I was trying to get it real. There should be 6 pieces here. Yeah, 2 of them are behind each other. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So anyway, that's the designer series paper from Eden's Garden Collection. And then we also have the Garden Gems. There's also some cotton paper that feels like tissue paper. And then when you flip these around, you see the coordinating designs on the other side. So for today's project, I'm going to be working with this piece right here. We're going to be working with this particular design and also the coordinating design on the back side. So, and let me show you a couple of other projects that I've already done. This one's completed, so this is kind of what we're going to be creating. Just a simple little tent calendar gift. This one was done with the hand-pinned petals, and these are the little mini tear-off calendars for next year. You just, every month just take that one off. So this one was stamped, this piece was stamped and die cut, and then I took sentiments from other stamp sets just to kind of represent something along the lines with the calendar. I don't know. Depending on what you're giving it for, the sentiment is really, really easy to change. And then let me also show you, thank you, Stella. Y'all know normally I don't show retired products, but I went through my retired closet, which is literally a walk-in closet, and I found that I still had a pack. It was an open pack, but it still had like 3 sheets of the butterfly, I think it was the Butterfly Bijou designer series paper. Do y'all remember that last year? And so what I did is I cut it out. I die cut them. I die cut out the butterflies. And I don't know if you can see a shine on there, but I put some Wink of Stella on there. And this is our black and white gingham ribbon. And what's behind this ribbon here is a strip of some cotton weave white ribbon that's also retired. I needed an extra layer in there, but I'm going to bring it up a little closer because I embossed this piece of basic white with the Time Worn 3D embossing folder. Okay, and my my method behind my madness with this was to do the base in the color of whatever the butterfly was. So we have a little black and white and mint macaron going on there. So this is basically what we're going to create. Not this one, but we're going to create one with the Eden's Garden collection. So what we want to do first is we need to have a sheet of 8.5 by 11 cardstock, and you're gonna need your paper trimmer. So with each piece of cardstock, you can get 2 bases out of it, 2 of these V bases, but you will need a scrap for the piece that joins this together. So in order to get 2, we're going to put it in our trimmer vertical, and then we're going to cut it in half, which is going to be at 4 1/4. And then now we have one piece, and then we're going to turn it sideways and score it in half at 5 1/2. Okay, so now we have our little part of our tent. I'm going to go ahead and use this piece because I don't see a scrap of this. This is Evening Evergreen, by the way. So excuse me. I'm going to take this piece, and I want it to be the same width, but as far as the length, I'm going to cut it at 3. Now, when you're cutting, try to keep them in either 3 or 4 inch increments so that you have less waste. So, out of, if you do 4, you're only going to get 2, but if you do it in 3 inches, you're able to get 3 of them, and then you have a scrap for something else, which I'm going to show you. You're still going to be able to use that scrap. So while this piece is still in your paper trimmer, we're going to, it's 3 inches wide. We're going to, bear with me, I'm probably doing this out of order. I like to do mine in half first. So you're going to score it in half at 1 1/2, and then I'm going to take it down to half. And because my mind doesn't work from left to right like that, I just flip it and score it at half again. So basically you have 1/2 inch score marks on both sides at 1/2 inch, and then you have one in the middle. And for me, I like to keep the math easy, so that's why I also did it in a 3 inch strip so that it's easy to just fold it basically in half. Okay, so in order to make our little tent that goes in the middle, we're going to take that piece, we're going to fold it, and then these little flaps right here. See, I haven't had time to touch up my nail polish, I've been so busy. And then we're going to fold these flaps back. Okay, you can use your bone folder if you want, or you can just simply give it a little pressure, and then you're going to end up having, that's upside down, there you go. You're going to end up having this W kind of shaped thing. And I decided to use our Tombow glue. So on these flaps, and hopefully this will come out, I was searching also for, there we go, the one I was using last night, and I can't seem to find it. I have like 6 bottles of Tombow glue, and I'm really trying to use every drop out of every single one. But I wouldn't like really pour it on thick. I mean, I think that's enough. And so what we're going to do, because you want this to go on the right way, you can easily get flipped around and accidentally do it the wrong way. So with this that way, and with your W, I don't know if you can see that going that way, we're going to put that piece down. And I'm going to line it up at the very bottom. And let me see if I can line it up on the other side. And then I'm going to turn it upside down so that I can see if I need to adjust it. And I do. I need to push this other side up a little bit, which is why you want to probably use Tombow glue. Okay, we're just going to line up that score with the edge of that. Okay, now while you have that way, we're going to put some Tombow on this side. Let's do that. Like I said, you don't want to put too much because you don't want it to start oozing out when you go folding this, and you certainly don't want your calendar project to stick together. Let's get a little bit there. I think that's good. I'm just gonna pop that down like that. I'm gonna put my finger on it so that I can take this fold and fold it over and then just kind of give it a little bit of pressure. Okay, and let me close that. I think that's all the glue I need. I just used it for that. So now we basically have our little super, super easy tint. And from this point, that's your base. So whatever cardstock color you wanted to use, however you want to decorate it. I do have a tutorial somewhere that has a box you can put in the front so that you can put post-it notes and put your calendar on top. I do have that. But for this one, we're going to make this one super, super simple. Okay, now on this one, I took this piece of designer series paper and I'm going to use this side. Now, depending on how you want your little dots to go, they can either go horizontal, or when you cut your paper, you can have them go in vertical. This was a piece I basically already had and just had to trim off a little bit. So I'm going to just leave it the way the dots are going. We're not going to use cardstock because the base is already cardstock. And so we're going to put some adhesive on the back. And I'm going to be very generous with my adhesive because I certainly don't want this to come apart. Kind of fell on the floor there. Okay, and then we are going to mat this on the front. Just like you would put it on the front of a card. So this is kind of like your mat. There you go. And then we have this piece right here, and we're going to pop this piece up on dimensionals. I'm going to put that up at the top. I'm going to put one in each corner. Peel those little backings off. Think about all the products that we have, all the different designer series paper, maybe all of the different occasions that we might have, you know, in order to do this. I love how all of our products coordinate with each other so well. Okay, and then the calendar itself, you can get these from Tailored Expressions. They come in little packs of 10, and I want to say they're $3. They're very, very inexpensive. And so I'm going to put the link to their online store, and but I'm also going to put a different link that kind of will give me credit. So if you decide to make any purchases or favorite them, or you know, whatever, they have other things on there too, but I'm not going to promote the other stuff because I totally believe in Stampin' Up! Quality. But I do get their little calendars from them. You get, they call them crafty points. So I'll get crafty points, and then you also get crafty points if you don't already purchase from them. But they're very, and this is just one example. They have, I think, another kind of calendars that have like a different font, but these are the ones that I like the best. All right, and I have, oh, here we go. I had misplaced my little measurements mat here. So for the calendar, these calendars actually measure 3 by 2 1/4. So I want to mat this on a piece of Evening Evergreen, and let's do 2 1/2 by, what did I say? 3 1/4. So 3 by, I should always measure twice, cut once. Measure twice, cut once. Yeah, that's right. Okay, so this mat is 3 1/4, if you want to do a 1/4 inch around the edge, by 2 1/2. Okay, and we're going to put this calendar on top of that. Now this piece right here, you could totally dress it up a lot more. We have stitched rectangle frames where you can get a nice little stitched edging to it. You can emboss this piece so you see a little bit of embossing around the edges. You can do whatever you want. I just simply put our seal on the back. If you wanted to make sure you had plenty of seal, just go crazy. But I think that's enough. Okay, and we're going to mat that evenly in the center, give it some pressure. And then we're also going to add some adhesive on the back of this as well. I'm going to do the same thing. I might add one more because I want to make sure that that really sticks. Okay, and then we're going to center that one down here at the bottom. There we go. And then, oops, I have got a couple of different ribbons that I'm going to be using. Actually, you know what? I'm just going to use, I don't know. Let me see. I didn't quite think the ribbon thing through. What do you think? I like the gold, but I also like this Evening Evergreen. And you can also use, I'm sorry, this is, what is this? Soft Succulent. Yeah, this is Soft Succulent, the open weave ribbon. But you can also use Evening Evergreen. You can also use white twine if you wanted to. You can use a lot of things on there. So let's see. Not sure. Okay, let me make one of both, and then we'll just kind of put it on there and see which one I want to keep. And I like how easy it is to make bows with this. Kind of go a little crazy there. Just keep taking it down till I get it the right loops that I like. Get some ribbon snips. Okay, and I'm going to make another one just so I can kind of see maybe which one I want to use. This is the gold shimmer ribbon. This one makes really cute bows too. Let's pull my tails. That's cute. Love this ribbon. It's very shiny. Okay, and then now let me get this sentiment actually comes from the Season's Blessings bundle. I didn't want to use any of the ones that came from Eden's Garden itself. I really just wanted to use the designer series paper. So this one is, may your day be filled with good things. And I'm not sure that that's clean. I think I might have used Memento ink glass. So I'm just going to clean that real quick with my chamois. These are awesome to have to make it easy to clean your stamps really, really quick. And let's use, we'll go ahead and use Evening Evergreen when we go to stamp this here. And I am just simply going to use our double oval punch. And I'm going to punch a piece of, oh, I meant to get the gold. Sorry, hold on. There we go. This is what I meant to get. I'm going to use the gold shimmer vellum that we have, and I'm going to punch out, if I can get that in there, I'm going to punch out a scalloped oval from the top. And then on the bottom, see, this is where those long pieces of white scraps come in really, really handy. I keep these because I want to punch, another, no, that one's too small. Hold on. Did I put the wrong one on there? I did. I'm using the wrong sentiment. Ugh. Hold on. Okay, so we're going to do this. I picked the wrong sentiment, so let's do this. We're just going to use a white one. Going to use a white one, but I'm going to show you how we can put a little bit of gold around the edge. So I'm improvising right now because I didn't plan on that happening. I want to be able to stamp may your day be filled with whatever it says. May your day be filled with good things. Let me stamp that. Ooh. Kind of sounded like somebody scratched on the board. So let's ink that up, our little photopolymer stamp with this Evening Evergreen. We're going to stamp in the middle of this scalloped oval. Okay, and then we're going to take this little piece right here, and I'm just going to use my snips. I'm going to use my snips and cut this in half. If your sentiment was smaller, you could totally keep this intact and die cut one of the smaller ovals and mat it on top of there. But yeah, I didn't do that. I didn't do that not on purpose, it just kind of happened like that. So oops. Get a couple of glue dots, and I'm going to use glue dots instead. They'll come off. There we go. I hope that sticks. Come on. There you go. We're going to take these pieces, I think I left enough space there, and we're going to mat that kind of there, and then take that one and mat that one like that. There we go. And then let's put a couple of dimensionals on there, if I can get the other one off here. There we go. Let's move that. And then we're going to put this one right here. And then this is where I want to get y'all's opinion, because somebody's going to be winning this next week, okay? Who wore it better? Who wore it better? Did Soft Succulent wear it better? Tell me. Did Soft Succulent wear it better, or does Gold wear it better? Soft Succulent or Gold? That gold ribbon's a little bit bigger. I mean, it's also thicker. Well, maybe it's not. It just looks bigger. I don't know. Okay, so let me take a look at the comments. Barbara says gold, Carol says gold, Bonnie says gold, Bev says gold. Let me put Soft Succulent back on there so y'all can take a look at that one. Joanne gold, Stella gold. I think gold. All right. Okay, so let's get some glue dots on there. I like the gold too. So I'm going to put a couple of glue dots because I want to make sure that this thing really sticks like it's supposed to, and then I'm going to end up putting some gems, and let me just kind of put it on the side like that. Of course, if you were making this, you could totally do a different saying, a different die cut. By the way, this piece of Designer Series paper that I used, I die cut that out with the one of the contour dies. So it has this really pretty scalloped edge to it, and it also has that stitching that also comes along with those contour dies. which, by the way, that's what I meant to say earlier. The seasonal sale that's coming up is only the things in the annual catalog. And at the top of my page, it's pinned. There's a PDF that you can open that will give you a complete list of everything that is part of the sale. Okay, so I'm going to use these garden gems. You know what? No, I'm not going to use the garden gems. I am going to use, if I can get them. I had them literally right here. I'm going to use the Gilded Gems. I like the Gilded Gems. Y'all, if y'all could see my desk. That's why I don't judge anybody else, because I know what my desk looks like most of the time when it's creative mode. But I'm going to use the Gilded Gems. I really like these. I really do. And they're gold. So we're going to help sprinkle a little bit of gold on the rest of this here. So we're going to take a big one. It's going to take the edge of my little take your pick tool here and get a good grip. And let's put a couple of these. I'm going to put 3 of them. I say 3, but it may end up being more. I don't know. Let's see. And I'm just going to put it at the top. I think that'll work. I know some people like a lot of bling, but I want to totally be blinged out. Now, if you're making this, also don't forget, if you have a personalized stamp, remember Stampin' Up? We used to sell our personalized stamps. We don't anymore, but if you have one and you're giving this to somebody, definitely make sure you stamp the back of it. That way they know it was handmade. I know we have other ones that say handmade with love, handmade for you, but definitely. But there you have it. That is just a super cute little simple gift. And I will tell you, I purposely kept it this size because, where'd my envelope go? I had an envelope. It's right here and right in front of me. I put it right in front of me so I wouldn't lose it. These fit perfectly in our clear envelopes. I'm trying to get a grip on this. I'm really glad I didn't get interrupted. I probably said that way too soon, but we'll see. Once you fold that, you can gift these directly in, one of our clear envelopes. You could mail them in one of our medium-sized envelopes. If you don't want it to be damaged during shipment, I would definitely suggest maybe putting, some cardboard in the front and back to protect it. But there you have it. There is a Tailored Expressions little mini tear-off calendar. Cute, cute, cute. Like I said, you get 10 of them, and I want to say they're $3 for a pack. And let me bring back the other ones here so you can see. But on this butterfly one, we do still have the Butterfly Brilliance. So if you don't have any of that designer series paper left over, we still do have the Butterfly Brilliance bundle. So you can do any color you want with the other ones, and then the dies, you can die cut those all out at the same time. My dies are over at the die cutting machine. But then you can also, when you go to stamp them, you can also individually die cut with these other more detailed dies, for maybe like the back part, like to mat it on it. And this is a cling stamp set, so we still do have this if you don't have it. But if you happen to have a scrap butterfly or something laying around, that's an awesome idea to be able to use that up. I'm definitely using mine up for this craft fair. But there you have it. Just a really simple calendar gift. Thank you. Hi, Charlene. I'll go back and check all the comments. So if I miss saying hello to you while I was live, I'll go back through the comments. So give me some time to finish up the little supply list and the measurements. I'll put that in the supply list. So you all have a great, fabulous rest of your Sunday afternoon. Enjoy the beautiful weather, and if it's not beautiful weather in your area, make sure that you stay cozy and comfy and have a full tummy, and enjoy the rest of y'all's day. And we'll see y'all back Wednesday night at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time for a new scrapbook page layout. So have a great day, y'all. Bye.